children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and happy at home. In this video, we are going to do revision from science lessons 5, 6, 7 question answers. We have already learned the lessons. The topics are parts of the plant, non-flowering plant, and the animal kingdom. We are going to do just revision from this lessons. We are going to revise the question answers. Okay, the parts of a plant. Fifth lesson. Answer the following. What are the two types of roots that plants have? The question is, what are the two types of roots that plants have? Okay, we have two types of roots in the plants. Okay, we have the two types of roots that plants have are taproot and fibrous root. Okay, what are the two types of roots that plants have? The two types of roots that plants have are taproots and fibrous root. Here you can see in the picture the taproot is main root. It fixed firmly deeply in the soil, and the fibrous root is on the top of the soil. It is not so deep and easily you can pluck it out. But in taproot, it's so deeply rooted in the soil. For example, in sunflower, dahlia, tomato, spinach, and chili and cotton plants. Okay, these are the plants have taproot. And fibrous root examples are rice, grass, wheat, maize, onion, and lily. Or some of the plants, some plants that they do not have main root. Okay, they'll have only fibrous root. You can easily pluck it out. Okay, and so these are the two roots. Okay, tap root and fibrous root. Spell the word tap. T-A-P, tap. Root, R-O-O-T, root. Fibrous, F-I-B-R-O-U-S, F-I-B-R-O-U-S, fibrous. Root, R-O-O-T, root. Fibrous spelling F-I-B-R-O-U-S, F-I-B-R-O-U-S, fibrous root. Next question is, what are the two functions of the root? What are the two functions of the root? The two functions of the roots are, it absorbs water and all the minerals. Okay, minerals in the soil. Minerals from the soil. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Mineral spelling M-I-N-E-R-A-L-S, minerals. Okay, next, it fixes the plant firmly to the soil. Firmly means strongly to the soil, so that the rainwater and the wind won't take the plant. Understood? So it fixes the plant. It fixes the plant firmly to the soil. Okay, shall we go to the next question? Which part of the plant carries water from the root? Okay, we pour water in the root, but which part of the plant carries water from the root? The answer is the stem. The stem of the plant carries water from the root. The stem of the plant carries water from the root. You are going to learn only stem. S-T-E-M, stem. Okay, of the plant carries water from the root. You can write from the question. What special job do the stems of onions and potatoes do? What special job do the stems of onion and potatoes do? The stem of onions and potatoes store food. Okay, what they do? They store food. Store spelling S-T-O-R-E. Store. S-T-O-R-E. Store food. F-O-O-D. Food. You can see the picture of potato and onion. Okay, they'll store food in the stem. Okay, potato and onion. Next, what are the three functions of the leaf? The leaf makes food. Okay, the leaf makes food. Then, second point, second work, it takes in and throws out air. Okay, they takes in and throws out air. Next, it gets rid of extra water. It gets rid of extra water. See, you can see in the picture, during daytime carbon dioxide it takes and let out oxygen. During night it takes oxygen in and let out carbon dioxide. Okay, so these are the work of leaf. Okay, the functions. What are the three functions of the leaf? The leaf makes food, it takes in and throws out air, and it gets rid of extra water. Next lesson is about non-flowering plant. Sixth lesson is about non-flowering plant. The answer the following. Question number 1. How do fungi reproduce? How do fungi reproduce? Fungi reproduce with the help of spores. Fungi reproduce with the help of spores. Spores spelling S-P-O-R-E-S. S-P-O-R-E-S. Spores means on the top of the stale bread or stale food particles, you can see the spores. Okay, black color thing. Okay, from this only it reproduce fungi. Okay, fungi reproduce with the help of spores. You can see in the picture. Next question is, what are the flowers of conifers called? What are the flowers of conifers called? The flowers of conifers are called cones. You can see in a book on page number 39, cones. Okay, see, you can see the flower of conifers, cones. Okay, next question is, where do algae live? Where do algae live? Algae live in water. Algae live in water. You can see in the picture on page number 37. Algae live in water. On top of the water you can see green color. Okay, in the pond or in the tank you can see the green color part. Okay, so that is called algae. Okay, algae lives in water. Algae live in water. Next question is, what kind of leaves do conifers have? What kind of leaves do conifers have? Conifers have needle-like leaves. Conifers have needle-like leaves. In Tamil we say ஊசி இலை. ஊசி இலை காடுகள். Okay, in the mountain area, mountainous region, you can see the trees. In the trees you can see the leaves are like a needle. Okay, so what kind of leaves conifers have? Conifers have needle like leaves. Needle, N-E-E-D-L-E, needle like leaves. Next question. Why are conifers called plants with naked seeds? Why are conifers called plants with naked seeds? And naked means without cover, okay, without flesh. Conifers are not really non-flowering plants. It will bear flowers, but they bear cones, okay, which are their flowers, okay. But these flowers do not grow into fruits. Mostly in plants, flowers become fruits, but in conifers, these do not grow into fruits. They produce seeds which are not covered by a fruit. They produce seeds which are not covered by a fruit. That is why these plants are also called plants with naked seeds. Understood? Why are conifers called plants with naked seeds? Conifers are not really non-flowering plants. They bear cones, which are their flowers, but these flowers do not grow into fruits. They produce seeds which are not covered by a fruit. That is why these plants are also called plants with naked seeds. Shall we go to next lesson? Seventh lesson is about the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom. The first question is about the biggest kingdom. Name the two biggest groups into which all living beings are divided. The two biggest groups that all living beings are divided as plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Next question is, what are invertebrates? What are invertebrates? Invertebrates are living organisms without a backbone. What are invertebrates? Invertebrates are the living organism without a backbone. Okay, next. Why are most invertebrates small? Invertebrates are generally small because without bone, okay, without bone, it is difficult to support a large body. Invertebrates are generally small, okay, because without bones, it is difficult to support a large body. Okay, if it is big, they cannot walk straight without bone. Okay, they have to crawl so little. So invertebrates are generally small because without bones, it is difficult to support a large body. Name an animal that has many pairs of legs. Name an animal that has many pairs of legs. Pairs means two. Millipedes. Millipedes spelling Millipedes. Millipedes has many pairs of legs. Millipedes you can see in the picture in your book on page number 42. Millipedes. Okay. Millipedes are plant eaters and their legs are distributed in groups of two. Okay, two. You can see here each pair, okay, many legs with many legs. Okay, so you should remember millipede spelling Millipedes. Millipedes are plant eaters and their legs are distributed in groups of two. Pairs means two. Next question. Name two amphibians. What are the amphibians names? Frogs and toads. What are amphibians means? They can live both in land as well as in water. Okay. So frogs and toads are the example of amphibians. Okay. Frogs and toads are two amphibians. Amphibians. Frogs. Frogs. Frogs and toads. 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 Next question is, How do reptiles breathe? Reptiles breathe with the help of lungs. How do reptiles breathe? Reptiles breathe with the help of lungs. Next, what are mammals? Mammals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called mammals. What are mammals? Animals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called mammals. Thank you, children. Go through all the question answers, learn all the question answers, and prepare well for your quarterly exam. God bless you all. Thank you.